Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Big D Energy.
Big D.
Right here on the Woodward Sports Network. My name is Neal Ruhl. That guy over there, D-Mac, Darren McCarty. In the house, we got KG, we got Spencer Raxter, we got all of you. Jump into that woodwardsports.com chat thread, get your thoughts out there. And guys, I told you this yesterday. During the show, I got the call from the eye doctor. They said the glasses were ready.
Look at you.
So here we are right now.
Holy cow.
And D-Mac?
Right out of the Steve Yzerman, Chris Draper collection. You must have, did you get recommendation from Stevie on one of your
Yeah,
bourbon
but
nights,
when we
or?
were talking trade deadline, highly classified conversations, we were talking trade deadline, and I brought it up to him, and he said, hey, I like these. And I was like, well, I do too. And so here we are, D-Mac.
But, so you got a pair, are they just regular, or are they bifocals?
What are bifocals? No, these are
Well, they got
progressive lenses.
But they got two.
Like Flow from Progressive?
No, progressive lenses.
That sounds like a, wait. That sounds like an old guy trying to stay young. Like, you're late to the party. You're mid-40s, bro. You're supposed to be here like 5 years. Did I ever tell you, first of all, I need them to read, right, close.
Yes.
And I'm not allowed to leave the house until I have to put my glasses off to read, if you know what I'm saying, then I'm safe to go out in public.
Yes.
But did I ever tell you, do you have a story? Did you say something bad to somebody that was wearing glasses, or is it just one of these things that you fought it, and then I got to do something?
No, it was, you know what, actually, it was pretty quick. I would say about 3 months ago, all of a sudden I was like looking at a label at something in the grocery store. I was like, that's kind of weird. Now, it was like on a white background and the print was really small, so I just chalked it up to that. Because it can't be me. I'm not old. I'm not getting old. My vision isn't in decline. And no, Spenny, it can't be me.
No.
It's
It's got to be the rest of the world getting blurry.
That's everybody else. That's not me. And then I noticed it. So working in my world, you look at you got to read print and all that kind of stuff. And it was hard. And I don't know how it happened. I don't know why it happened.
Didn't see much. Doesn't even look up. He just gives her the old man this one, and he goes, "Oh, you just did it. Your time's coming, kid." Like this, and just looks back down. Within a week, I had to get glasses.
No way.
Yeah, I swear to God. I swear that I couldn't. Like, I don't need them to drive, but I need them to read up close.
And see, here's
so
what
I jinxed myself.
Here's what I'm fighting against. Like Zach Spring, my parents always said, one day you wake up and you can't see. I see fine. 20/20 vision, like in everyday life, it's just the small print. That's it. I want that out there.
You're fighting for something that you don't need to fight for, bud. I mean, you're hanging on to it. Like, let it go. You are that guy. You're that dad now.
Art Vandelay, as soon as you start pushing the menu across the table to read, you know it's over.
Absolutely.
No, and look, like it was very, very quick. Go ahead, get it out of your system, guys. Big Daddy looked like Poindexter. LOL. I don't know about all that. Dan Wood, you take prunes for that, ma'am. Shift God, Neal's pulling off the Dan Miller look today.
Kind of, yeah.
Maybe Dan Miller's pulling off the Neal Ruhl look, huh? We ever think about that?
He had it first.
I see Dan Miller. I see Jim Harbaugh.
You do look more presidential.
Yeah.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Totally.
Do I look more wise?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, it's like I got to pay attention.
Do I look more learned?
It's
Yes.
like you are already professional,
I
but
think
you took it up.
You know what it is? It might match your tone now. The glasses and the tone might go
Really?
together. I think, hey, guys, just feel me out. But the next, few days in the week or whatever, does the tone match the glasses? Is Neal's tone easier to accept? I think it will be. And Spenny, anything to that?
Yeah, I think so. I think
Okay.
the glasses
Yeah,
help
no,
the tone
So it
I-
could be a
across.
net positive.
No,
see
for
it.
sure, net positive.
Okay.
I think more understanding. The people will more understand. Well, look at him. He's got the glasses.
Art Vandelay, nerd alert. RM Dole 19, nice glasses, four-eyed nerd.
Nerd.
Yeah. It's all weaved around hate for priority waste, by the way.
Yeah.
Is the priority waste thing real?
It might be.
What did they
Yeah.
call them last night? The garbage pail kids.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Just
Garbage
like
patch kids.
The jinx? You mean?
Yeah.
Is that what we're talking about?
We'll get into it, though.
Or you're playing two teams that arguably one of them's going to win the Stanley Cup in Florida or Colorado. That could be it too.
Yeah. FJ 1967. Good morning, chat. Let's go Oakland. Yeah, March Madness starts for the Golden Grizzlies. Quarterfinals of the Horizon League tournament at the Arena tonight against Purdue Fort Wayne.
And you were mentioning Haley's Comet last time, or not even Haley's Comet, just a misnomer. Didn't you say you got beat by 20? But
Purdue Fort Wayne won by 20 here at the beginning of December. They were 17 of 26 from three.
Which is
I had never seen that even.
You made a comment before the show, like if Oakland wasn't even in the game, they couldn't shoot.
Yeah, like if
17
Purdue
to 22.
Fort Wayne went out to just shoot around, to go 17 to 26 from three.
That's pretty
would be
crazy.
pretty impressive.
So that's got to bode well for Oakland.
We did win there on Valentine's Day. We did win there. They did not shoot 67% from three that day. But it's tough. And I did want to touch on that just for a minute because, like, Spenny, you don't know about this because you guys are going to the tournament no matter what.
We are. We got a win last night. 12-0 in our last 12 senior days at Breslin.
Ooh,
That's true?
Yeah.
Trend. We missed that one for the get right.
12-0.
Well, no, because they were 9.5-point favorites and barely won.
By 2. Yeah, but all right, win's a win.
Win's a win. No, absolutely.
Shout out Steven Izzo. Shout out Tyson Walker. Shout out AJ Hogard, Matty Sissoko, all the seniors. The interview with Tom and Steven after it got me in my feels a little bit. Seeing and then I went on, Instagram. I follow a bunch of Michigan State pages, obviously, and a bunch of slideshows of Steven Izzo when he was really young with all the teams and stuff, like Draymond pick him up and stuff, and then now he's the senior graduating. So it was cool. It was very cool.
It is a cool story.
No, it is. Senior day is always cool at any level, anywhere. It is absolutely
real
cool.
quick. Any of those seniors got a chance in the league?
Maybe Malik Hall, probably.
Off the bench, European.
Yeah, Malik Hall might be a second-round pick.
He will probably have to make that age-old decision of
second-round pick or make a bunch of money overseas.
do I want more money
Yeah.
or do I want to chase the league?
Yep.
It's a tale as old as time. Like a lot of guys have to do that. But see, Spenny, you'll never know this, but like now imagine you guys won the Big Ten, right? Won the Big Ten. And now the tournament starts, and if you lose, it's all over.
Yeah.
All of it.
Yeah, that would suck.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. And that's the rub. It's a mid-major.
That's more football, right?
Yeah.
The football rules applied to basketball, right?
Like imagine Michigan State was picked
Like one and done. They're
picked
like-
seventh in the Big Ten, and you guys shock everybody and win the Big Ten. And if you don't win this game tonight, it's over.
Yeah.
Well,
No matter what, no matter how you're feeling, no matter what happens, what bounce of the ball, none of it, dude.
no, and that's because of being a mid-major, stuff like that.
is. It's a
what goes
lifestyle,
with the
yeah.
So would you say this, Neal? Coach Campy knows it's more imperative to be healthy than it is to, strain yourself to win the title. It's being healthy for that first game because all you got to do is win, right?
So that's all anybody's got
So
to do.
are they healthy? Do they have a good
Yeah,
chance?
yeah.
Are you
As healthy as
are
they
you
can be.
confident?
I'm as confident as you can be, right? Because like here's the
here's the
scenario.
thing, it's a quarterfinal game too, right?
It's a quarterfinal
There it
game.
is,
Yeah, the winner.
You got to admit, you look good. You can look at yourself.
I don't hate them. Like
That's
I like the way they look. I do. Like I like the way they look.
They feel
I
just.
just don't like the bifocal or progressive lens. So the lenses down at the bottom are kind of like magnifying, so I can read small print, and then the ones up top are like normal for normal vision. It's when I go look at something normal, but I look at it through the bottom. It's like that. I feel like I'm falling over. I might vomit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I don't like it.
Equilibrium.
Yeah, and I don't like it. But no, that's where it is, though. But that's what makes this whole thing great, right? Like ESPN, there's day basketball today. Like basketball's on all day long. Like the tournaments are in full effect.
Real quick, so to Kenny's point about the NCAA and the tournament and not being down, being dead, will this I guess if we see any numbers to people dialing in across, like this is the time that people's juices should get flowing back, right?
Yeah, I think it'll be
I don't
one
think
of those
everybody
things.
knows that basketball, unless you're a diehard fan. Kenny, did you know there's college basketball this afternoon?
No, I did not.
And me
It's
neither.
it's the small, because of Big Ten.
No, but it's sort of like watching Tuesday action.
100%.
We all know
Yeah.
about that. We talk about it. You've won money for the people with the get right in the action.
Yeah.
It's just not there yet. It always goes back to we'll find out. Oh, and in that, I know there's a read later, but don't forget to get your brackets in
Yeah.
when get ready. Or I know you can't get them in now because the teams aren't out, but be ready for the bracket challenge coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. But, it is. Let's go Red Wings Fire. This is a good one. Neal looks like he's finally going to take a shot at Windy Peppercorn this summer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Killing me small. oh my god.
Adis 411 is Michigan State, NCAA, or NIT bound. They're not keeping Michigan State out.
No,
You're not.
They're going to be in the tournament.
You're not doing that. They are in. Like 100% they're in. They could melt down the rest of the way, and they're still going to be in. So they're cool. It's just, it is. It's that great time. Big Daddy. Neal thinks he's the smartest guy in the room. Now he looks like the smartest guy in the room.
He does, and Art Vanderlei brings a great point, Neal. You can start taking the glasses off mid-comment to get your point across. Like if you're talking like this, and then it's like, because you really know like it is.
D-Mac, when someone asks a salary cap question, I would say,
You gotta take the glasses off.
oh, that is
Gotta
so,
ponder.
yes.
The pondering face.
Oh, yeah. See, and
I think I would make that trade.
Yes. See how it matches the tone? I mean, nobody's talking about your tone. It's just like, wow, that Neal really smart.
so am I giving up 2 first-round picks for that? No.
Put
What? That's what I'm
that's
saying.
crazy. Put Neal in the war room right
Oh,
now.
exactly. Making his way around. I
No,
like it.
I like it,
You
though.
got something there, bud.
No, I like it, but it's a lot of fun though. This thing, Adis 401 Horizon League tournament's always before the Big Ten tournament. Yes, our conference finals on Tuesday, and then I think the Big Ten tournament starts Wednesday. So that's what it is. Everyone in our league, you win, you advance. There are no style points. There's none of that, and this is what makes it gut churning and what makes it great. Because D-Mac, you know this. I've talked about this a lot. You are in trouble we'll be in trouble at some point tonight.
Oh, yeah.
At some point, you are in trouble, man. And how do you
Adversity.
survive?
Just the adversity. Are you prepared for? We talk about maturity. I mean, that's going to be a theme for a lot of, the teams, and talking about the Red Wings and even Oakland Grizzlies. And that's
Yep.
the one thing I think, if your coach can't be going into tonight's game, you can't control the calls and the bounces and stuff like this. But your composure's such a big thing in these big games.
Yes. Max Mayer, Neal has a math class he's teaching after this show.
Yeah.
I know about the FOIL method.
I think more like social studies. I feel like you'd be more of a social studies
I can see
teacher.
that.
Yeah.
History, U.S.
Psychology,
history.
maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Economics.
come on in and let me and Carl Young.
Yeah.
Neal, and we're gonna come in and give you some philosophy. Maybe your office has a chessboard for sure.
For sure.
For sure.
And brandy.
Yeah.
Oh no
I
doubt!
can't have bourbon
with the-
anymore. It's got to be brandy.
You know all that little cart
Yeah.
that has all the stuff, right? Where you go over to it and you grab a canter, and you're like, oh, we're not in the mood for the brandy today. We're gonna go with the scotch. What kind of meeting is this? And you just know from walking in. Right, Spenny, you just know over time what kind of conversation this is going
All
to
right.
be.
Before D-Mac tells you about Lady Jane's, we got a couple more. Art Vanderlei. Neal looks like he has many leather-bound books in his home library. And here's the last one to ride off on. And Rack, I'll do it in the voice for you. D-Mac and the Nerd at noon. That's right, D-Mac and the Nerd at noon, live on Woodward Sports. How about Lady Jane's?
Bowl of soup, some glasses, and a haircut. Coming to Lady Jane's. Haircuts for men for an award-winning haircut experience. Register to win a trip for your dreams. All expense paid. Suite to the 2024 NCAA basketball tournament. That's right, no expense paid for you and 5 of your besties. Lady Jane's Haircuts for men open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Every year, after a cold and dreary winter, Metro Detroiters come together for 2 things: Tigers baseball and the best damned party in the world. A new season of Tigers baseball is here, and we're bringing in the new season as only Woodward Sports Sports knows how. Broadcasting live from the biggest party. It's the Grand Slam Festival at the Detroit Opera House. Come party with 4,000 Detroit sports fans, starting with Wake Up Woodward and rolling into Big D Energy. This is a party you don't want to miss. With Detroit's best DJs, food trucks, and of course, shots. Get your tickets now at GrandSlamFest.com. 21 plus. See you April 5th at the Grand Slam Fest. A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights. Live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists and register for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win an all-expenses-paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament for you and 5 of your best buds. That's right, college basketball's most elite event. You and your 5 best friends just get to any Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically register to win the trip of your dreams. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Pizza while watching your favorite team play. Let me tell you about Soroki's Crispy Chicken and Pizza. Their food is amazing and their locations are popping up all over Metro Detroit. A perfect takeout option featuring hand-breaded fried chicken, New York pizza, fresh salads, sides, and more. Check out their full menu and find the closest Soroki's near you at Sorokis.com. That's SAROKIS.com. Soroki's and Woodward Sports. Now that's crispy.
All right, we're off and running here. Big D Energy, Professor Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty here in the house. We got KG, Spencer Raxter as well. Wyatt Bear, Neal looks like he's counting down a rocket launch at NASA Mission Control.
Come on, man. He's working for Elon at SpaceX. Give me a break.
Stotan Coach says, where can I sign up for classes at Oakland? Professor Ruhl's class on salary cap economics 101.
Capology.
Yep, and his advanced class, SCE 301.
I got to be in it.
That's true.
Yep.
No, that is
I
absolutely
just don't
true.
do the homework or the assignments. So.
Dusty, Ruhl and Katz, attorneys at law.
Nice.
That's the yin and yang.
Yeah.
Nice.
You guys are on the game today.
Yeah,
Keep them
good.
coming, man. They are very entertaining. Very entertaining. So go ahead. All right, D-Mac. Yesterday, Red Wings cooked by the Colorado Avalanche.
Anybody else see that come?
Yeah, right.
I mean, did I tell you the way that the last 2 games would go? And I mean, like, holy cow. Like, simmer down. I addressed it yesterday. You know, it's now it's about these next 5 games, right? Because you have 4 of them against Buffalo and Arizona. This is where you have to pay attention. You just got to take care of task at hand. You were not, especially after beating Colorado here in overtime and whatever, you weren't going to beat them there. I mean, and you just saw the difference, 2 different levels. You're not there yet. I was talking before the show. I said to Spenny, I go, why? Why is it always whenever in sports in our fandom we take some baby steps, then we take some, toddler steps, and then we get into some teen steps and we're going along. We get a couple adult steps and then everybody wants us to run like Usain Bolt. It doesn't work that way. Not to do it properly, right? So yes, there's some flags and stuff as far as yes, they can play better, but the fact is they're a playoff team. They're one of these teams that still controls their destiny. Right? I mean, there's no reason to panic. Now, these next 5 games, the way everybody else is playing, especially behind you too, is that you're looking to go 4-1. Or at least, try to get 7 points. And you have to against this part of the schedule. So that's pretty much what it is. It happened to what I expect. I mean, holy cow. I mean, you see why Florida is one of the favorites coming out of the East.
And you see why Colorado is always in the mix.
To me, and like Spenny said, it's I can't wait. It's Florida, the Rangers, unless somebody, because you get in the dance, or it's Edmonton,
Vegas,
Colorado. Vegas, I don't buy them as much. I buy Edmonton more because remember, does anybody forget Edmonton's start to the season?
Right.
That out in history to be able to right that ship. Now they went on an unbelievable winning streak and have taken care of business like was expected, but they faced their adversity over last year, the year, all this stuff. So if it's their time, that's one thing. But you got those games are good for you, especially at this time, because that's the waters you're swimming in now. So, I mean, simmer down. There's other things to get worried about.
No, and I think by and large, the people did a pretty good job, I think, on social media, like with the trade deadline. I think, if anything, because, look, we talked about this on this show. You don't want any part of what the Florida Panthers bring to the table. You don't want any part of Colorado, certainly in Denver. And Nathan McKinnon's got a 31-game home point streak. Mm-hmm. That is insane, D-Mac. Hey. Insane. They had a defenseman get a hat trick yesterday.
Yeah, well, he is the best defenseman in the league.
Fitz said he's going to be the best defenseman of all time when it's all said and done.
Well, I played with the best defenseman, of our, and it's arguably apples and oranges, but like Cale Makar has a lot of Nick Lidstrom in him, plus other things too. Like he's got, like I think his tool set might be more when things are said and done. Now you're dealing with a guy who had a 20-year career, so let's just But on pace, what you're seeing right now, yeah, he's unbelievable. Everything advertised.
And like he gets the run too, right? Because we celebrate the offense,
and that's absolutely in that's a great point, because that's where Nick Lidstrom would excel on the defense when the defense was needed.
Like
right?
what was Bobby Orr's signature moment?
The goal,
scoring the goal.
Yeah, scoring the goal. And
it wasn't a hip check to knock the puck away into the corner.
No, it was down low, give and go with Sanderson.
Right. So that's how that works, and we all know that. But the moral of the story is we saw, and this isn't. There's nothing to be ashamed of with this, D-Mac.
No,
we
not at
saw
all.
the difference. We saw the difference.
You want to know where you have to get to, right? So that when you're at practice or when the coaches are talking to you or whatever, you have a team. We want to try to either play to this level and stuff. Everything else. But again, Colorado's at the end of their window. We're just at the beginning. And in hockey, the window is 5, 6, 7 years. What happened?
Wyatt Bear, Neal falling down Ruhl. And for those that know that movie,
that is so.
Spanny, you got to pull up a picture of that one for the ones that don't know. That one popped me. That one,
Michael
that
Douglas,
one did.
for sure, dude. Wow, you got to go postal too.
He was justified, man.
There you go.
He was justified.
We're not saying he wasn't, Neal.
Yeah.
No.
Let's go Red Wings Party. Streak of winnable games. You got to get right here. Vegas has been on a big slide in their last 10. And look, like that's for me, again, it just backs it up, dude. Like for the crowd, and I had tweets from people, D-Mac. So this isn't like straw man, or I'm not making shit up to fit my narrative or anything like that. I got tweets from people that talked about Hannafin from Calgary. They're like, Neal, burgers in 2 seconds. Let's go. I'm like, what? Calm down, bro. No, in no world. In no world. Like it was absurd, and I do give the people credit though, because they did kind of come back to earth.
Are you supposed to go? In no world.
Ponder
You're supposed
face.
to take that, right? The pond, not even the pond. You don't even have to. You just you look at it and go, really? But the glasses can come off.
You just be like,
yeah, there it is.
yeah, oh shit.
Wow.
Dale. You look like Michael Douglas. This is crazy. Oh, man.
That's a flex.
I got
bro.
better hair.
You do have better hair.
And he's angrier.
Shut up, Beth.
Shout
he
out
is
Beth.
angrier.
He is angrier.
Look at that bottom lip.
Yeah.
All business. Michael Douglas falling down. Great movie, by the way.
Great movie.
If somebody wants to check it out.
Speaking of great movies, I just bought tickets for me and two of my boys to go see Dune 2 Sunday, IMAX, Royal Oak.
Nice.
And Imagine. Excited.
Matinee.
4:15.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, a little day drinking
Little
first.
day drinking, yeah.
Yes. RM Dole 19. I don't like smart glasses, Neal. I prefer fat, no corrective lenses, Neal. I don't know what that. I'm new to the glasses game, so I don't know what you're saying. All I know is I said, hey, I'm having a hard time reading small print. They gave me these. They made me look at some letters on a wall. Here we are.
Well, I'd look at Neal getting his glasses.
Oh, shit. With the Uzi, though. He ain't playing.
if I were gonna have if I were gonna have a weapon, it would be an Uzi.
Yeah,
I can
it's
see it.
practical.
It's the most efficient.
Yep.
It
might jam on you a little bit,
but it's the most efficient, though. You know what I'm saying?
Quit telling on yourself, KG.
maybe in a past life.
Kevin Bell says Mo Sider was not patient flipping into the seats for penalties. That changed the game. Now, that is true to some degree. Like those, but remember too, like we gotta remember this, D-Mac. Mo Sider is not a finished product either. He's no Cale McCarty yet. Like
No.
those things are still going to happen. He's still on a rookie contract. He's still a young player. That environment last night was pretty incredible. And props to the Wings fans that were balling out, that showed out there.
Yeah.
But that place was electric. That was a D-Mac. That was a playoff atmosphere in a Stanley Cup favorites building when the Red Wings had their attention and they treated them as such.
Yeah, and to that next level, and that's what you want. I mean, the energy in that building, but you also realize where you have to. And whoever said Mo Sider was finished, and the person in the chat is correct. They got to be more responsible. Those are unforced errors, but that just goes to show you a lot of time is I guarantee you today when they're going through the tape of yesterday is they're going to look at ways how can they apply. Right, because it was the pressure, and it is the tempo. You notice that how high of a tempo Colorado plays with in that puck possession, and they just keep coming and coming and coming. And you saw
Pause,
big pause.
and you
what a slappy show today.
I know, and you saw that because of the opportunity. Look at the glove save. Lyon made on McKinnon. That's great. But that's like Nathan McKinnon, you saw in his face going, okay, well, next one's going in the back of the net. Or it's that resilience. And that's part of maturity. You're seeing all this maturity. What you saw when Florida come in here and you saw in Colorado, which were two different things, but things that you're going to have to deal with. I think it's great, right, to go in there and get slapped around. Right, to make it imperative. This team has showed, have they not, at the times when they've been pushed against the wall and they had to be resilient, they've been resilient, right? And they've done it on the road, and they've done it out west, and they've done different things. So that you need to feel, Neal, I guess I would relate this to, and we've talked about it before, when you did your first game in an NBA game. You have to
terrified.
But again, once you start calling a game, you're just calling another game.
Right.
So to be in that atmosphere, and you got to remember, this is Colorado who won the Cup 2 years ago, and got beat out late in the finals or in the playoffs last year. So those fans also are conditioned. And it's Detroit, and some of them don't forget. But yeah, my favorite thing is always when people say, yeah, I lived out in Colorado when you guys and I represented. It's enemy territory. So we always keep representing. And you know what? You're not going to get blown out maybe another time. It just happens, just like you're going to get them in your barn. But don't worry about it. Look at how you can improve and use what Colorado does to the effectiveness. How many times have I said this? Right, Joe, through the whole career, Joe Sakic, Steve Yzerman, Stevie shoots right, Joe shoots left. They're the epitome of each other. Even to now, they've taken it from on the ice to off the ice to GMs of each other.
It is pretty funny.
But it's that challenge, that healthy challenge rivalry to see how he's doing. I'm sure Steve sees what Joe's doing, and just like back in the day, I tell the story that Steve Yzerman used to sit with a cut-off Joe Sakic left-handed blade, and he always wanted Easton to get he wanted the exact opposite and right-handed. And he'd always be messing around because of the lie and the quick release and all that. So there's something to it to this level. A lot of times, Neal, don't you use like guys that you've played with, you know what they're about, and you've won championships. That's one test, but also your guys you've played against. That's also another barometer that you use of how they do things, the guys that you respect in the business, right?
No, and I have a question for you. and it's maybe something that I'm making too much of. I want to juice one more segment out of this because I do have a question about the Red Wings and the roster and things like that, and I do want to get to this. But before we do that, D-Mac, tell them about Guardian.
Absolutely. Let Guardian Alarm offer you customized solutions from real experts, professional technicians who take the time to recommend security and automated solutions specific to your needs. But I need you to call Guardian Alarm today. The number 1-800.
Stay out.
24/7 professional monitoring. Call anytime, day or night. The Guardian team member will stay on the phone as long as it's needed, as long as you call the number 1-800.
Stay out.
Technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology that's been proven to work and people who've been proven to care. Business, pleasure. Guardian doesn't care. Just give them a call. 1-800.
Stay out. Stay out of not getting a hit in spring training, Javi Baez.
Guardian Alarm, your local security experts. Tom Big Day Energy. We sent them.
Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
Neal Ruhl here for Feldman Automotive. Yes, since 1996, Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a fast, convenient, first-class car buying experience, and it's called the Feldman Advantage. There's 18 locations across all different brands, so you know there's a Feldman dealership in your backyard. Visit feldmanauto.com, find the location nearest you, and make sure you catch Woodward Sports Network live every other Monday from Feldman Chevrolet in Novi, Michigan's #1 Chevrolet dealer. It's Feldman Automotive. All right, we're keeping it pushing, everybody. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty, KG, and Spencer Racks on Racks on Racks.
I got the best one. Pete Smith. Spenny, you familiar with Happy Days?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, Neal does kind of look like one of Richie Cunningham's unnamed friends.
Pete had a good one earlier that I had queued up here, too. He said, Neal looks like he wants to save you a bunch of money by moving some of your money to the Cayman Islands. I mean, who says no? Spenny?
He is the bag man.
You got some tax issues. I can help you get those sorted out.
Neal, you know what? You're the bag man. You totally accounting and stuff like that.
But I use a pen instead of a bag.
Right, you're totally like the accountant.
That's a good movie.
Right? Like he could be pushing pens.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pushing Pete.
Moving money, numbers.
I could definitely see
Caymans.
it. Yeah.
Like if Neal said, "Yeah, I gotta count the Caymans." What the hell? And in Switzerland, are you surprised?
Everybody's got it. Yeah.
No, it's like, are you surprised?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. It's a bag man.
Don Rivera 88. Did you all talk about Mike Tyson against Jake Paul?
Oh man, that
what?
was in my
Yeah,
RIP.
it is
Wait,
official.
what? Wait,
Yeah.
time out.
Jake
July
Paul's
20th.
Boxing Mike Tyson.
AT&T Stadium, July 20th.
Live on Netflix.
It's gonna be on Netflix.
Yeah, live on Netflix.
Netflix is starting to pop into sports now.
Yeah.
So the money's only going to
Well,
go
they're popping it live.
up.
Yeah.
That's their big thing, is doing live
Yeah.
events.
Count your days, Jake Paul.
Oh my God. Let's see. Spenny, will you keep an eye on some of those like clips or like press conferences?
I just hope it's
because I
real.
want to. That's what I want to see. I want to see.
I just hope it's real.
I want to see Mike talk about it and whatever, and I'll try to decode. I'll try to think. Is he gonna? is going to literally kill him.
Mike Tyson ain't throwing a fight just for a payday. He's not that type.
I
of
hope
guy.
not.
Yeah, I would agree
I'm
with that.
scared of that, though. I am. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm scared of that.
mean-
Because, look, like the Paul brothers.
Jake's no chump. Like,
He's not.
He's no chump.
But when he fought a real boxer, he got beat the hell up. Kind of.
I want to see Mike unload one punch.
Yeah.
And tag him. And if
Yeah.
Jake Paul can hang in there,
You know what?
then that's what it is. But I want to see Mike throw that.
They're not even the
that
same weight class.
Triple
I don't
combo.
Yeah.
think. Like Mike Tyson's bigger than him.
Yeah, he's like a heavyweight.
Yeah. I don't know, but he looked good against Roy Jones Jr.
He did.
At 58, I wouldn't fight Mike Tyson. At 60, I wouldn't fight
No.
Mike Tyson.
I don't want. He's the Florida Panthers of like people.
Yeah.
I don't want what he offers. I don't want what he's about. I don't want to be in his world.
Right.
I just want to like keep it pushing.
And this is peaceful Mike Tyson, by the way.
Yeah.
This is not even Mike
This
Tyson.
is
in his prime.
CBD, you know.
Right.
Yeah. Cannabis out, Mike Tyson.
That was going to be in my RIP Tuesday, but yeah. But,
Yeah, it is.
Thursday.
By the way, that's coming up second hour, by the way. RIP Tuesday on a Thursday because we were on location. So no, Dom, we did not, but there we did for a second. But I will tell you this. Just the energy I got in this room, just bringing that up, people are going to be locked in.
Oh yeah, how can you not be?
Yeah.
And
People are
that's
going to
the
be
one
locked in.
thing to like. Yeah, Mike doesn't like. I guess
Yeah.
he try to say is that I think you be able to tell with somebody like Mike Tyson who wears his emotion on his sleeve going into it that if he's getting ready and training and getting that killer instinct or whatever, like that's the one thing. I just want to see him unload some combinations and tagging. If Jake Paul's stepping in there, then it's almost like
stepping in with the beast.
well, dude, it's like
He's finally fighting somebody legit, not these retired UFC guys.
Well,
and,
he's
you
also
know.
57.
But hey,
He's still in shape.
Listen, if Danny Rockster hit you with a one, he could still put one on,
Yeah,
right?
that's fair.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
The chat's got an
Old
electric.
man doesn't want it though.
No, looks like I might have hit a nerve in the family. I got
Shots
your,
fired.
If he catches you,
Shots
Big
fired.
Danny, you know who's got your back.
Yeah.
Kid.
To
You
be
know
fair,
who's got
the
your
age
back.
difference is bigger between me and my dad than it is Jake Paul and Mike Tyson.
Damn.
There's a 50-year
I
age
don't-
di-
Spenny,
50-year age difference almost between.
I
me and
feel
my
like if Danny R was in that slot,
Yeah.
1.5 to 3 scotches in,
Yeah.
you got an issue.
You got to fight him.
dad. I can bob
You have a
and weave.
long
I
day.
can wear them out though. I got I got the
Yeah,
endurance.
you gotta
now.
get it. Hey, you just gotta. That's
Yeah.
what Jake Paul just
Stick
gotta
and move.
avoid. There
Stick
it is.
and move.
Get inside, take it to the ground, make it a grappling event.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you shine, kid. That's where you shine. We've seen that. Streets of Royal
Oh,
Oak.
yeah.
No.
Oh, I was throwing bombs in the streets of Ruhl. A couple one-hitter quitters.
Nice.
Put some kids on the asphalt.
On the deck.
Yeah.
The mean streets.
In the mean streets,
Like I said,
absolutely.
I'm not a violent guy. I'm not gonna fight anybody. But if you're jumping my boy in the street,
We're gonna have a situation.
exactly.
You gotta get the shoe tire.
Yep.
Lorena Rios, Neal, heard you just signed a big spokesman deal for pocket protectors and slides. No, I'm not aware. My agent hit me up.
Nerd.
Maybe I did. I don't know.
Somebody give him a swirly, man.
Yeah. If it's a 6-figure deal, my agent has full autonomy to just
Get it done.
get it done. Yeah. Just tell me where to be, and we're in there.
So Annie's got the Cayman Islands account number.
Yes.
Just slide
Just
it
dump,
in there.
just
You get
dump
an
it
alert
right
on
in
your
there.
phone.
Yep.
Glasses are ready.
Allegedly,
Deposits been
right.
made.
Jonathan Lord's right. Allegedly.
You're right.
Allegedly, he was in the streets of Ruhl.
Allegedly, that's right.
I thought we were talking anime.
Yeah, it's true.
How about this breakdown by Robert Colosia? Mike Tyson will knock him out with a left hook. Tyson is a two-stepper, so you need to use the jab to keep him outside. But after seeing Paul's previous fights, that's not his forte.
He's risking getting knocked out for real this time. Like,
I'm just.
This
That's
is
why
by
we're-
far
that's
the
why we're
hardest
tuning
puncher.
in.
Even Tyson at 57 is a harder puncher than anybody he's fought.
yeah.
It's just. I worry about it because watching one of Paul's fights, and I forget which fighter he fought, they were fighting. Like
Yeah.
it was a boxing
Tommy
match
Fury.
and it was easy. And then all of a sudden, it looked like there was some kind of like signal. And then the hook came and the guy went down.
Oh, you talking about the other guy? What was it? The UFC
Is there-
fighter.
Yes.
Is there a
Ben
Matt,
Askren, there
or-
was,
I
Ben
can't remember which
Askren.
one.
Yeah, Ben Askren. Hey,
It just looked like there was like a little.
Tyron Woodley, he knocked him out twice.
That's
Yeah.
It looked like there was like a nonverbal signal, and then all of a sudden the hook came and it was over.
Yeah.
And in those,
I'll worry about that.
And in those going in, it was like, yeah, I could see how it's more like wrestler, kayfabe or whatever. I don't think Mike Tyson does it. Is there a line on this fight yet?
Not yet, but I'm sure there will be one soon.
What will it be? What would it be, prognosticator Ruhl?
Man, I would think that it's going to be a closer line than you think because I think the public money is going to come in on Tyson and they don't want to overextend themselves.
That's facts.
It'll be closer than you think it will be.
Just saying.
I think you got to keep it in order to keep money moving in on Tyson. It's got to be above 2-1 though.
Yeah.
Because the common man would say, "Oh, Mike Tyson, 2-1, I'm in."
Mm-hmm. Right.
Against this YouTube dude.
Right. And to his respect, he's gotten better in the boxing ring. But once he fought Tommy Fury, somebody with technique, he got beat up.
He struggled. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Yes. But yeah, that is something. That is something everyone's going to be locked into, man. Like the energy in the room that I got from you guys right there was pretty incredible.
I still wish if I could go back and do anything. I knew it was the most sure thing ever, but I would have taken every cent I had, liquidated every asset I had, and put all the money I owned in this world on Floyd to beat Conor.
Yeah.
Floyd, it was close too. I think it was Floyd. Floyd was only like minus 110 or something like that at one point. Like it was ridiculous when people were like, "Oh, Conor's gonna knock him out."
Hell no.
Conor's not gonna fucking touch him.
Hell no.
He is pound for pound. He's the greatest boxer of all time.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather, and people don't like that because he was a defensive fighter.
But it's true.
But it's true.
Can't beat what you can't touch.
No,
That's true.
I mean it is. So. Mike wants to know: is it even a real fight or is it an exhibition match again? I don't know. I don't know the
exhibition.
details.
It is
an exhibition.
Mike
match?
Tyson's retired. He's not like in the circuit anymore. So
Yeah, I guess that is true. So, all right, I have a Red Wings question for you when we come back, D-Mac. I'm sorry that one got hijacked.
No, but that.
I'm stunned though.
Wait, look at the chat. Everybody's excited.
Electric.
Like we're all
Yep. In Jerry World, this is gonna be a spectacle.
wow, that's what it is.
When is it?
July 20th.
Yeah, it's in Jerry's world. It's gonna.
Yeah. July 20th.
I might have to check the calendar.
Yeah, man. I'll be tuned.
I might have to check the calendar. I would go to that.
I mean, how many more times are you gonna get to see Mike Tyson fight live?
Yeah, seriously.
He is one of my favorite athletes. Like when I was a kid, one of my favorite athletes of all time.
Told you I was at me and Proby 12 rows when he bit Holyfield.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
I couldn't even imagine. Can we get a breakdown of that night when we come back?
Like seriously.
Not the fight.
Oh yeah.
Your night.
Seriously. Oh my god.
Yep.
All right, tell them about Premier Pet Supply. Get D-Mac off the hook.
Premier Pet Supply. Premier Pet Supply is hands down Michigan's best pet store. They got the same prices and all the conveniences of the online and big box retailers with one major difference. They're family and locally owned and operated for 30 plus years, over 60 brands of food, local curbside home delivery, and they have nutrition experts to help you pick out what's best for your pet. Premier Pet Supply, give your pet the best. www.premierpetsupply.com.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports. Every year, after a cold and dreary winter, Metro Detroiters come together for two things: Tigers baseball and the best damned party in the world. A new season of Tigers baseball is here, and we're bringing in the new season as only Woodward Sports knows how. Broadcasting live from the biggest party. It's the Grand Slam Festival at the Detroit Opera House. Come party with 4,000 Detroit sports fans, starting with Wake Up Woodward and rolling into Big D Energy. This is a party you don't want to miss, with Detroit's best DJs, food trucks, and of course, shots. Get your tickets now at GrandSlamFest.com. 21 plus. See you April 5th at the Grand Slam Fest.
Tired of the same old Detroit sports wearables? We got you covered. WoodwardSports.com/shop. Yes, baseball, football, basketball, hockey, all the Detroit sports are covered. The Stoke Not Scared t-shirt needs to be a centerpiece of every wardrobe in Detroit. It's hoodie and beanie season. Still, everybody, get it in. WoodwardSports.com/shop. The very best in Detroit sports wearables. All right, keeping it pushing here, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal, Ruhl, and Darren McCarty, and Spencer, Racks on Racks on Racks, and KG as well. Happy to have you all with us. DNCENT, who is pretty in tune with the betting world, said Paul is minus 200, Tyson plus 150.
Wow.
I'll take that all day.
So there you go.
All day.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
The question is, are you betting for a knockout or are you betting that it goes the distance?
No, I think that Tyson's, if you're betting, I'm Tyson on the knockout.
I mean, yeah, but...
You're right. I don't think that for Tyson to win, he's going to knock him out. And
That's
Paul
true.
to win, he's going to go the distance. I don't think Paul knocks him out.
I don't know how many rounds it'll be. It might be like an 8-round fight. So...
It's a long time.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. DNC also said, makes a good point, too. I really don't get the Paul brothers hate. They are literally what this country preaches. Pave their own paths, are living life. Logan is very good in WWE. Jake gets major traction in every fight.
They're douchebags.
Exactly. What Span just said.
It's a lot like... It's the same. I have the same thing with them and the Nelk boys. Like, respect to them for doing what they did. They're living the life. If I could live that life, I would. They're fucking having fun and getting paid for it. It's awesome, and they did it themselves. But they're just douchebags.
Yeah,
super douchebags. And like the Logan Paul shit of like, we all know his big fuck up, like when he went to Japan.
Yeah,
and everything that happened there.
Disrespected the dead.
He has apologized for that vehemently, and. I feel like Logan Paul's less of a douchebag now than Jake Paul is, but they're still both douchebags.
Yeah.
But I would contend in order to have that level of success, if you're out there being nice, you're not going to get to that level.
Mr. Beast is like the nicest dude ever. He's almost at 300 million subs. Like, he's a super nice guy.
Different ways,
strokes.
but also too, he comes with that compassion, right? And he's genuine. They're genuine to themselves. I mean, God, you're right as far as but you look at like the navigation because didn't Logan Paul have a Bitcoin issue or like a crypto issue, and all the different things about Prime and stuff like this, but moving it. I mean, dude, he's one of the best wrestlers in WWE right now as far as characters. So they are their own characters. I just think it's what you want.
Yeah.
DNCENT says preaches it right. Is there's different ways to get to where you want. And at the end of the day, as long as because I'm pretty sure Mr. Beast looks in the mirror and likes what he sees, and I'm pretty sure the Paul brothers look in the mirror and like what they see.
You ain't gotta like it. You gotta respect it.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. And it's the old I think what they've learned too, and I think that Logan's applied this is that it's about the wrestling term is just pop a feeling. Doesn't matter negative, positive. They don't care. They just
emotion.
Affect emotion.
And
those guys definitely do.
Even with Jake Paul, he brought a lot of eyes back to boxing because I mean, boxing it was kind of a dying sport, and he's one of those guys that he makes the fights that fans want to see. So
that's why. But I like with the YouTubers. I like Mr. Beast. He's a really nice guy, really cool guy. Does a lot of great stuff. Outdoor Boys. Probably my favorite.
You were in there watching it yesterday.
Probably my favorite YouTube channel. Those guys are awesome. That guy's awesome. And I like AMP a lot. Like Kai Cenat, Duke Dennis, and Phantom. They're just funny. They seem like genuine guys, and they're not like douchey or anything. They're just funny and cool. So
I just hate the ones that have annoying voices that play Minecraft all the time that I always hear in my house. Those are the ones that I hate. But whatever. I digress. 40 Gumble. Neal, is it possible that Almago just needs glasses? No.
Nah.
There's just a lack of talent. All right, D-Mac, it's killing me.
What?
I told you I wasn't gonna put you on the spot, but now I kind of am. Vegas, Mike Tyson fight, Bob Probert.
Yeah.
Just 3 sentences on that night.
Everything you'd think.
That's all I wanted to hear. That's all I wanted to hear, my friend.
And the game of choice was blackjack then. That trip was a blackjack trip.
Nice.
Okay, gotcha.
With all the festivities.
No, I just.
And this
I
is Vegas, and this is Desert Inn days. I think we stayed at the Mirage actually back then. That trip, I don't know. They all blend in.
Yeah. Yes, they do. Can confirm. All right, I had a Red Wings question for you.
All right.
This Alex Lyon situation, I sent a tweet out when the game was 2-2, and I said, I don't care how this game ends. Alex Lyon's already one of the 3 stars. And he ended up getting chased or whatever. That man was on a pace to face 60 shots yesterday.
Yep.
Is this Alex Lyon thing, is what I'm seeing real? Is it a guy that's just on a good streak? Because what is he, 30? Something like that?
Yeah, but I think it's the water always finds its level, and it was last year when Florida was making their run and Bobrovsky was down the stretch and Alex Lyon got them in the playoffs until Bobrovsky was there. So it's more of, to me, it's it's telling you that this is what this guy is. He's and you know what, you're gonna argue, is he a number 1 guy? I don't know, but he's definitely a number 2. Right? And he's fought that way, but right now he's a number 1 guy. And that's the one thing, is you understand, and we all watch it. He did everything. He still made some unbelievable
He was
saves.
he was incredible last night.
So that's why you got to get him out of there when the things, no matter what you do in front of you, it's just going to be, for lack of a better term, that was an avalanche last night by Colorado. So, yes. And the one thing that I like is, if you look at interviews with Alex Lyon or whatever, he's got that goaltender demeanor of putting everything behind him. And some guys say that they put everything behind them, but we know that they don't, or they still bother him just a little bit. But to him, I think he just, next play. So you're good enough to get in the playoffs. You're good enough to win in the playoffs with him, right? So it hasn't been him. It's just the fact that what you're coming up to now, Neal, is the fact of how many games has he played, and has he played that before, and will he break down? But if there's any sign, can Reimer or Husso, if he gets healthy, come in and right the ship? Because it doesn't matter who's making the saves if somebody has to.
All I know is Friday night's huge. Gotta have it. Gotta have it. And it's tough because it's a road game. I understand that. Gotta have it.
No. It's not. It's not tough. It's a road game. You've proven that you're a road. You can go in on the road and whatever like this. So you put that out of your mind, and you know what? You have confidence because you have experience this year playing and winning in different places. So you just write that game off. 4
of the next 5 are against Arizona and Buffalo, with a game in Vegas mixed in there as well. Like that road stretch has been a gauntlet, man. This schedule has been a gauntlet. But hey, you know it going in. Everyone's got to go through it, man. So you got to get your shit together.
And look where you're at. Just
everybody
take a deep breath. Where's the stand? You can still control. Keep those teams under you, behind you.
You brought up something earlier too, and I want to ride off the Red Wings discussion with this. And this is off the board here, but you brought it up, so I'm curious about it. You talked about Sakic put together a champion at Colorado.
Absolutely.
Put together a champion, bona fide champion. Steve Yzerman, we hope, we think, we expect that he's going to do the same here in Detroit. These guys were elite players in this game. Is it just that they're winners? Why? Because being a GM,
winners in passion. Their number 1 love, and this has nothing to do with your kids or your family or anything, is hockey. Is the game of hockey. Like, that is what they think about more than anything else in this world, right? And it's winning. And it's stuff like that of how to do it, right? Like, Stevie isn't happy, but he realizes we're all good with task at hand, right? So it's about building something and seeing the way that Sakic had to do it in Colorado too. They're just further ahead.
Right.
But we take a lot of what they have to do with their star players and how the money goes and stuff like this, of what you're going to have to deal with in the future. So, yeah, it is that. So they're number 1, and I don't know. It could be either way, Neal. In this case, winning could be more important than hockey, and hockey could be more important than winning. I think those two are interchangeable, but that's both those guys number 1 and 2. And Chris Draper's the same way. All these guys that live at the rinks.
So it's that simple. It's like they're winners, and they got a love
obsessed.
for it.
Obsessed
with winning.
Obsessed. Like, and I get it, because I'm the same way with the plan, right? That at the end all be all. That's the way that they are. That's what makes them tick. Thinking about watching, like they love it, right? They love it. Like, absolutely, there's nothing they'd rather be doing than watching hockey or making decisions to build.
And that's why, D-Mac, because, again, I always look for, I have feelings, and I sometimes I can't verbalize them and explain them as good as somebody else can. And I think you just verbalized it perfectly as to why. Because people say, like, well, Yzerman's got 5 years, like you're a Steve Bott or whatever and stuff like that. But for me, D-Mac, that he's a winner and he wins and he's gonna win.
Yeah,
because there's no other outcome.
He won't
there's
be
no other outcome.
Right, he won't be denied. He's got to find a way to get to the finish line. And he proved it as a player. He's already proven it as a GM with another organization. When you listen when he talks, his number one priority is building this so that we can get back to it's being the playoff team every year, and being a contender every year. So we can get back, and all the young fans who've never experienced it and only have to listen to us old guys on the lawn, blowhards, tell you how it was back in the 90s and stuff like this, right? You get to experience yourself, and that's the only thing, is trying to, pave the way so that you can see it and understand it properly of where you came from.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Jump in there, get your thoughts out there. But we are wrapping up this Red Wings discussion.
Mike G actually doesn't make any. This is a great comment, right? Steve Yzerman is as fierce a competitor as Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas on the court, right, is Steve Yzerman also too. Yes, they're 100%. That same fierceness, like it's a life or death to them. That's how important it is.
No, and that's what it was, and that's a great comp, because Steve Yzerman and Isaiah Thomas are on the exact same footing to me in this town, where they came in and took over something that was nothing, literally nothing, and they put it all on their back, the entire thing, and won championships with it all on their back, the ultimate competitors. And I still say to this day, Isaiah and Stevie Y nationally are sold short for what they're accomplishing. Could you imagine taking an entire franchise that has nothing and you put it on your back and you rise it up to one of the greats in the history of the sport? Like, think about that, D-Mac.
I just held the ladder.
You see what I'm saying, though, man? Like, you were there.
He just needed guys to hold the ladder. I was holding the ladder, bro. Make sure you didn't fall off.
I don't know, man. Like Stevie and Isaiah, dude.
Absolutely. And
they don't get the acclaim nationally they should.
Like, sort of the spark to the culture. You needed everything else, and Scotty to come in and do different things, and Chuck Daly to come in, and the way to put the recipe together. But those are the main ingredient. They're the flour.
And it's very much like one of the more Detroit things ever, because Stevie Y came in with Gretzky and Lemieux. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like Gretzky and Lemieux, like they got all the national acclaim and all that kind of stuff. And then Isaiah was the same way with Magic and Bird, and then it moved into Jordan. But there they were, doing their thing and winning. And nationally, they don't get the acclaim, man.
Detroit versus everybody 20 years before.
It's something that's always bothered me, man. Always. And we've done this show 100 times, man.
Yeah,
you've heard me say it 100 times. But that's exactly where I am with it. Planet Fitness, you guys know where I am with that. I was in Planet Fitness a couple hours ago, as a matter of fact. It was like the off day, but you run 4 mile day and then kind of stretch a little bit. That's what today was. And you can do that at Planet Fitness because they have tons of cardio equipment, tons of weights. Spenny, what do you want today? Back day today for Spenny. He can do that too, and there's room for all of us. Planet Fitness. Black card option, $1 down, $24.99 a month. There's over 2,500 Planet Fitnesses, I was told now, around the world. You can go to any of them. You can bring a guest. Unlimited use of the tanning beds, the hydro massage, all of it. It's the best gym in the gym game today, everybody. I'm telling you this. I've been a member there over 3 years. I love it at Planet Fitness. You will too. Go to planetfitness.com, join there, pull in the parking lot. There's over 50 of them in Metro Detroit. You can find one. You'll pass one on the way home and join there. It's Planet Fitness, Darren McCarty.
Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Big Boy Seafood Fest is sailing in with a fresh catch of favorites. Dive into fish and chips, our new palm-crusted cod, perfectly fried clam shrimp platter, or a delicious fish sandwich. Try our new mango iced tea, the ultimate complement to our popcorn shrimp, our all-new fried pickles, shrimp Alfredo, or shrimp stir fry. Experience all the sea has to offer every Friday night with our all-you-can-eat seafood buffet. Every day is a fish fry, only at Big Boy.
You smell that? That's Brad Holmes cooking. And the off-season smells good. Woodward Sports. Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
The new glorious ice water bubble hash pre-roll, now with diamonds, constantly pushing to create the best canna experience. The perfect boost comes from the added touch of pure THC diamond dust. You like that, Spenny?
I love that.
Me too. Allowing flower with only the highest terps, which means flavor, making the best better. Glorious Cannabis. Check us out at your local retailer, that'd be Dispo, or gloriouscanna.com. Have not tried that yet. Looking forward to trying it. Big D Energy back here on a thirsty Thursday. D-Mac, Neal, Ruhl, KG, Spenmo, Rax. We were just talking about the Red Wings, different things like that. One of the things I wanted to take a chance right now is to say thanks to everybody who engaged in the donkey that was wondering yesterday if I ever played the game on a comment to whatever. The responses, I sat back and I posted on my Twitter, Darren McCarty 4. Spenny, did you see me doing a little exhale?
Yeah.
That was a shout out to all the peeps and just for having my back. And I hadn't seen more, Stanley Cup photos in a long time that I hadn't seen. So everybody, yes. So yes. So thanks to Grant for being a dick.
I'm an idiot for that.
Do your research, people.
It was actually pretty
It's
funny.
so
It's
not that
funny,
hard.
though,
Google
dude.
is your friend.
You're just the main player in one of the most historic days in the
but
history of
it
hockey.
goes,
Like,
Spenny, goes to show you, fucking old gray bush.
still, but if you know hockey, you know Darren McCarty.
Well, but he's telling on himself, right? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Come on, man. Like that's just like don't. It's just fun. And I told everybody go follow. He called him a pickle yesterday. Just some of the things I've never heard that is pickle. Like if you're a pickle.
You're a pickle.
Yeah,
That is pretty funny.
That dude. That is just
It's a
like
funny sounding word.
like nerd. You're a pickle. Like that just sounds like I don't know how I'm gonna take that because I like pickles.
I
but-
love pickles, yeah.
But it's like just like douche.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
So I'm learning new lingo.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread.
And the best part is he didn't. He probably never read any tweet. He probably didn't even acknowledge it because
Yeah.
he left it up and didn't delete it or whatever. So shout out to that.
At least he owned it.
Yeah, or whatever.
Mike G. Sakic did it in the draft with some no-brainer draft picks. Every draft pick is a brainer.
Well, here's the other thing. Here's the other thing, right? If we are gonna get granular on this, the bingo board, so to speak, fell properly for Colorado. If it would have fallen better for us as far as us getting more
Connor Bedard.
But no, just like a draft, right? They fell right for Colorado where they got to pick at the top of the league. We're picking fifth and stuff like this.
Right.
So they've had an easier path. You're not going to hear that from Stevie and stuff like that, but you got to at least say a year or maybe 2 years of this process with getting the money together. So yes, but again, here's the thing: what makes Joe Sakic good? He hit on him. He didn't miss.
He didn't miss,
and
man.
and you look at that because how do I know? Also, too, is you look at a very important piece to your team, and I believe a big important piece to you winning. JT Compher came from their Stanley Cup championship, so they keep an eye on each other. In the way that it's done. And sometimes, the cards fall for you and the cards don't, but it doesn't change the hashtag Wild Plan 1919.
1919, man, absolutely. Spenny, you want to do the Wings winning Wednesday?
The what?
Yeah, let's do it. We do the giveaway every Wednesday.
yeah.
People sign up. I think we're giving away autographed pucks with the Stanley Cup years or something.
We are
giveaway.
indeed.
So
The winner of the Wings Wednesday this week, his name on Twitter is Let's Go Red Wings Kyle. So
There you go.
shout out to Kyle.
Shout out Kyle.
He is the winner of the autographed DMAC puck. So you're going to be getting that very soon. Shout out to Kyle for winning the Wings Wednesday giveaway.
Absolutely. Follow Woodward Sports on all the social media outlets, and you can be the next winner next week of the Wings Winning Wednesday. Win yourself an autographed Darren McCarty Stanley Cup inscribed puck. So that is out there as well. But yeah, wrapping up the Red Wings discussion and coming up in about 7 minutes or so, we are going to do the RIP Thursdays. That's really RIP Tuesday, but it's on a Thursday because we were out remote, so we didn't get a chance to get to it. Who are you going to be putting in the coffin? So we certainly will do that as well. But D-Mac, just to wrap it all up with a bow. And thank you, by the way. I thought I had more time than I did there. Whoops, that was my bad, bro.
Got you. You phrased me well.
Yeah, Beth was making fun of my glasses and stuff like that.
Well, exactly.
So,
Well, she would know.
yeah, absolutely.
She's allowed.
People talking about I look like their tax guy. I
Yeah.
don't give off tax guy vibes, do I?
You do.
A little bit.
No, you get you.
I
hey,
need
listen,
different glasses then.
I got Bobby.
Listen, dude. I know you got the keys to my security lockbox in the back of the bank. There, you look like the bank. Doesn't he look like the guy in the
Right.
big office at the bank?
Oh, for
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
looks down upon people like this.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get that loan.
How about this, Drew? Imagine a world where Ken Holland drafts Quinn Hughes instead of Zadina.
Why? Why do that to yourself?
Yeah.
I mean, why don't you just go and fucking go ram your nuts against the fucking parking meter? I mean, you might make you feel better. I mean, why are you going to
Such a
do
random
that?
thing.
We all know that. But who that guy you name of is not here no more.
It's true.
No, and I was going to bring this up before we cut to the break. I see he's up to his old tricks, by the way. The trade
What
that he made.
happened? The one for Mantha that didn't go through, and then Mantha went to the Vegas. Did I read that wrong or
Oh,
whatever?
I didn't hear
What
about
did
that
he
one.
do?
I'm talking about which they got like a midline dude, right? I want to pull it up.
That's playing for them this year. You
Correct.
talking about Hyman that's got 43 goals?
No. The trade that they just made.
Oh, I didn't see
I
it.
had it and I lost
I
it.
saw something this weekend that Anthony Mantha, they tried to make a move and it was reported, but then the league didn't let it go through, and then Mantha just got traded to
Man, I think I
Vegas.
traded to Vegas.
Henrique
yeah.
and Carrick joined the Oilers.
How do you spell that last name?
What, Henrique?
No, the last name. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, Adam Henrique
Yes.
from Anaheim.
Yes.
That's a Windsor boy. Shout out, skate
Yeah.
with him, golf with him. That veteran guy, adding depth.
Yeah. Adding depth, exactly.
Yeah.
Third line guy.
Yeah. Oh, could play up. He could play. He could, dude. If you see him out on the ice with Connor McDavid, don't be surprised.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? He can play up and down. But yes, third line responsible guy. Actually, good goal scorer.
Okay, then you're selling a little more. But for a first and a fourth,
Yeah, go look at his. But that's it. So, Uncle Kenny out in Edmonton looking to just
That's aggressive.
find off the depth. Yeah, but what is he loses this year? He's done, right? We're not looking future in
I
Edmonton.
know, but that shit bothers me, man, because that's what the Quintricia
no,
regime did that shit.
No, wrong, because Patricia and whatever had never had a chance to get to the finals and win a Stanley Cup. Edmonton Oilers, right? Kenny Holland's batting the hatches to go to war in his last shot, right? He doesn't win this year. They lose out to Colorado, and he's gone. We got to admit that. They put
Okay.
whatever together. So this is, and with Quinn Tricia to whatever they're doing that, they're just firing off fireworks in the lake. Right, because they're not going anywhere.
I just thought it was pretty aggressive.
Well, it is aggressive. Yeah. Did he overpay?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know.
No, but he's got no choice. His back's against the wall. Right? It's one thing that Steve Eisman will never have to come up against. I don't think, because he does business differently. But Kenny's got to throw he's got to throw everything in. It's his last chance.
Fair. That's why we talk these things through, D-Mac.
Yeah.
I just thought I read that.
You can't. Don't even put Quinn Tricia and Kenny Holland.
I just don't like
unfair.
it. And look, every GM knows the stakes, right? They know what they're walking into, and Holland too. as you said, no one knows more than him, right? If it doesn't work here very, very quickly, then yeah, they will probably move on from him. I just hate it when you pour gasoline over the house so it's pre-poured, and then as you walk out the door, you light the match, and then you walk away in slow motion.
Yeah, but Neal,
and the house explodes behind you.
Okay, but I don't think in this conversation, do you think he left the oven on in this situation? Do you not agree? If I asked you, is Edmonton not one of the teams that you count as a 1-4 favorite to win the Stanley Cup? If they're going to do it any year, wouldn't it be like this year? Like, they're there, right? Like, they're one of the favorites. So I don't think that's trying to implode anything.
I just don't think the goaltending's good enough, man.
Okay, but what if it is? What if they do get that goaltending that Colorado got 2 years ago, Vegas got last year? Are they good enough to win if they get the goaltending?
If they get, oh yeah, absolutely.
If they get the goaltending,
yes.
So
but I don't
Kenny
think they have
Holland,
the goaltending.
Okay,
And I hate that.
Would that put yourself in his shoes? Would the fact that you think you have the goaltending or not prevent you from making a move that thinks that if you do get the goaltending, everything else is taken care of? I've taken care of the rest of the house. So if the goaltending does come through and we do get good enough goaltending to win, Benny, he's thinking. If you get it to win, right? That's the whole thing. So I'd hate to get the good goaltending, but then again, you didn't make that move. You got injuries, and then Adam Henry could have helped you for a first and fourth, and that's the difference in Edmonton. They're talking about not making the move. So that's all.
One of the great thinkers of our time.
I just don't like the move.
Fair enough.
I don't like the move.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Just don't like the move.
That's because you're in line for the next GM job of the Edmonton Oilers. So I mean, it makes sense why you wouldn't like the move.
So I don't like the move. Sorry, D-Mac.
No worries, bro.
I won't like it, and it hates me because you guys know I'm a simp. I'm an absolute simp for Connor McDavid. You guys know that, and if he pulls this off, see, Ken Holland's in a no-win situation for me. Because if Connor McDavid does it, Connor McDavid did it. And if they don't do it, it's Ken Holland's fault. At least I'm honest about it. At least I'm honest about the viewpoint. All right, we're putting people in a coffin when we come back.
Damn right.
It's going to be Rest in Peace Tuesday, yet it's going to be on a Thursday. You get where I'm going. Tell them about Swiss Insurance.
Good news, bad news. Bad news is insurance rates are going up across the board in Michigan. The good news is Swiss Insurance is here to help right now. More than ever, it's critical for you to have your insurance reviewed. Swiss will make sure your carrier does not slip in extra fees or raise deductibles. Call my buddy Mark today at Swiss Insurance, 248-800-4177, or visit SwissINS.com. Tell them Woodward Sports, we sent you.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports. Every year, after a cold and dreary winter, Metro Detroiters come together for two things: Tigers baseball and the best damned party in the world. A new season of Tigers baseball is here, and we're bringing in the new season as only Woodward Sports knows how. Broadcasting live from the biggest party. It's the Grand Slam Festival at the Detroit Opera House. Come party with 4,000 Detroit sports fans, starting with Wake Up Woodward and rolling into Big D Energy. This is a party you don't want to miss, with Detroit's best DJs, food trucks, and of course, shots. Get your tickets now at GrandSlamFest.com. 21 plus. See you April 5th at the Grand Slam Fest.
All right, guys, football season is over. Spring training is underway, but Jack Labrador is 24/7, 365. Go to jacklabrador.gg. On your phone right now, you can learn to play the card game that's sweeping America. 2 new symbols and a franchise-changing 3-point play. Jack Labrador, everybody. It is where it is at. Remember, once you go Jack, you never go back. Go to jacklabrador.gg right now, or scan that code right now. All right, keeping it pushing, everybody. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network on a Thursday. It is time to put people in the sports coffin. It is a Rest in Peace Tuesday on a Thursday, but we are doing it nonetheless. Who's going first, everybody?
I'll go first.
Hey, there's Spencer. Racks on racks on racks.
I'll go first. And my rest in peace, I'm going to go with rest in peace to Daniel Jones.
Wow.
I'm going to put Daniel Jones in the coffin. I think it's over for him. I think he's done in New York. They're obviously not re-signing Saquon, or if they're going to re-sign Saquon, they're not bringing him back for a lot of money. So he's going to get exposed if they don't have Saquon Barkley. They're in a prime position to get a quarterback. If they don't get a quarterback and they end up getting a tackle or a wide receiver, I don't think it's going to make him look any better than it already is. I think Daniel Jones is done in New York. I think the Danny Dimes era is over.
There it is. Okay. I have a quarterback one as well a little bit later on.
Nice.
It's not the one you're thinking of, though.
Now, Rusty?
Nope. We do have a Russell Wilson thing, though, a little bit later on that I'm going to get to. Then I think it should make us all more appreciative of Jared Goff, by the way. KG, you want to run it next or what?
Well, like I said, mine got taken. It was Jake Paul going against Mike Tyson in July. I just don't see how he makes it out of this and doesn't get knocked out. His jaw will definitely get tested at the very least. And I'm not buying, that he'll pull this fight out.
Because I'm a Tyson fan, I want to see it.
Of
I
course.
want to see the knockout.
I want to see him tag him, and I want to see if this kid can take a punch and stay in the fight. Hats off, I'll earn so much more respect for him.
Yeah.
But the fact that, why are you throwing somebody in the lions then if you don't want to see him get bit?
Exactly.
Right? And KG, as the Minister of Accountability, that is your rest in peace. The topic was brought up, but nobody put Jake Paul in the box till you did.
Well, he's going in the box.
There it is.
Goodbye, Jake
Literally,
Paul.
figuratively.
Yeah, seriously.
Bye.
That's an aggressive call. Like, props, by the way, to KG for staring into the face of a minus 200 favorite and putting him in the coffin.
Hey, name value. That's all I got to say is
Absolutely.
name value.
I respect that a lot, man. I absolutely respect that a lot. Literally, a professional coffin, by the way. Just got word Detroit Mercy has separated from head coach Mike Davis in basketball. So,
Damn.
there that one is. Which is really, when you're one and 30.
Yeah. And your son is gone. It's just no hope.
Yeah, I mean, what other outcome was there, for real? There was no other
He's
outcome.
just giving Monty Williams some runway. He didn't want Monty to feel bad with the worst record in town.
Mike says, rest in peace to me caring about that stupid spectacle fight. Well, Mike, the entire Dom Rivera in the chat brought it up, and it hijacked an entire segment of the show, and there was energy from it. I made the executive decision to keep it pushing because the chat went electric. These three in here, they popped.
People want to see this fight.
Yes, they do.
It's kind of like the Floyd Mayweather effect, like how people wanted to see Floyd lose so bad, so they would tune in
They
to
hate
all
watch.
Exactly. Like, it's the same thing. So he's bringing excitement back to boxing.
Absolutely. Didn't know he played salt and pepper at the funeral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want me to go?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, rest in peace.
First time. This is, unfortunately, a double burial. Because I'm going to put these two in the box at the same time.
Damn.
And that would be the New Jersey Devils and the Pittsburgh Penguins playoff hopes.
They did.
Sitting 8 points behind, and I know Pittsburgh's got 2 games in hand, but with 20 games in hand, we just saw the Devils make coaching decision from Lindy Ruff to Travis Green. They're 3-7 in their last 10. Pittsburgh's 5-4 and 1 in their last 10. That's not going to make haste or waste and stuff like that. So right now, like I said yesterday, it's yourself, it's the Lightning, it's Philadelphia, the Islanders. Those are the teams that are fighting for those last couple of wild card spots and stuff like this. But Pittsburgh, great run for you and Sid and stuff like that. I wouldn't be opposed to watching you trade. And as a fan of the sport, I'd like to see Sidney Crosby go
To Detroit?
to Colorado.
To Detroit?
No. To Colorado.
I'm kidding.
Send him out west.
God, that would be
Send him out west. Send him home. But the playoff hopes for any of the Penguins and Devils, it's gone. Back to horse racing over there, New Jersey.
They did.
Yeah. And you said it, D-Mac. It is. It's a 3-horse race for 2 spots. Islanders, Lightning, Red Wings. That's where we're at.
And I don't think, and that's right now, this part of the season and 20 games left with a 3-point game. Like, you could make up 8 spots if there was just 2-point games, but the variables are just, I don't know what the numbers are, but it's astronomical. I know it.
All right. I'll hit cleanup here. Rest in peace, Tuesday on a Thursday. Here you go, Spenny. Here's one for you. Rest in peace to J.J. McCarthy being a good NFL quarterback.
Whoa,
Damn.
whoa,
Damn.
whoa.
Put him in the coffin.
Whoa, what up?
And here's why.
What happened there?
It didn't get a lot of
It's the
discussion.
heel turn. It's the glasses.
It got some discussion, but not a lot. J.J. McCarthy's hands measured in at 9 inches.
Ooh.
Which is also the exact same size as Jared Goff's hands. And I was told Jared Goff has small hands. And when you have small hands, you can't be a good quarterback.
Or hold a whopper.
So the continuative property on this would suggest that J.J. McCarthy cannot be a good NFL quarterback. You see, he has small hands. Tiny hands. And Spencer Raxter, you're painted into a corner here. You have to agree. You have to. You had a meltdown about Jared Goff's small hands before. People complain about the fumbling issues and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So clearly you can't be a good quarterback in the NFL with 9-inch hands. You can't be.
That's a good point.
So therefore, J.J. McCarthy, rest in peace, being a good NFL quarterback, because that's a live look at J.J. McCarthy's hands. He can't be a good quarterback.
Guys, couldn't we have Flannel in here for this? That would have been perfect for Flannel. How he'd have to defend. Now, if J.J. McCarthy was a Sparty quarterback, right? And this would be spinning a blender so hard right now.
Yeah.
But it's not, because Spenny can say, "Yeah, you're right." But again, Spenny's also the Jared Goff truther, and he's already come around that those tiny hands actually work for that guy.
Yep.
Hold on. Neal's thinking.
If a man who has 9-inch hands is not a good NFL quarterback to the point where he can be 4th in the league in touchdown passes and 2nd in the league in passing yardage, but still that team that has that quarterback, quote, needs somebody else because he has small hands, then it is a mathematical certainty that another quarterback with 9-inch hands has no chance of being a good quarterback in the National Football League. I think the math plays out.
I think the philosophy plays out even more.
I just got educated.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I don't know for smarter or dumber. But thank you.
Tell me where I'm wrong.
You're not. Survey says.
Tell me where I'm wrong.
So wait a sec. Time out. Devil's advocate. If J.J. McCarthy gets drafted and people are telling me that he's a good quarterback to come out, does that not automatically work the opposite way and Jared Goff's actually a good quarterback? And don't forget the numbers. That's just fitting a narrative.
Right.
Okay, I don't need his stats, all right? I'm just saying. But if J.J. McCarthy is hailed as a 9-inch Messiah, then is Jared Goff not also a little bit not the Messiah level and not up to J.J. McCarthy's level, but shouldn't he be at least in the conversation?
Let's not say 9-inch Messiah.
Kenny, I'm trying to give you all the drops. See, everybody tries to avoid saying something. I'm trying to say something. I'm just, like own it. I want all these stupid things. Have you ever heard? Just keep my clock out of your mouth.
It's true.
It's big facts.
That is true. I'm just pointing up consistencies. That's all.
RM Doyle 19, so that you put my clock into your mouth. Hall of Famer loading.
That's what I was told. RM Doyle 19. That's what I was told. Next year he'll be the starter. That's what I was told.
I got a DMAC question for if anybody knows. Who's had the biggest hands? Like we're Tom Brady. Like who's the best quarterback with the biggest hands?
I don't know. It's a good question.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, Spinny on
Would
the
it be
case.
John Elway?
Spinny's on the
I
case.
feel like it's Warren Moon.
Warren Moon?
Jim
DeForest.
Duncan Miller.
Who?
No, I mean a good. That was Ohio State quarterback. I mean a good quarterback.
From a good quarterback.
Just from a ham perspective,
Yeah.
the largest hands in combine history were DeForest Buckner and Goster Cherilus with 11 3/4 inch hands.
Shout out
makes
Goster
sense.
Cherilus, Lions
Right.
legend.
Yep. So there you go.
I'm just saying, what is he? So, Neal,
Yes.
I don't know if you delved into this or not or got to the chapter.
Aaron Rodgers has 10 1/8 inch hands.
So that's good,
That's
right?
good, yeah.
What's help me out
Right.
here? I don't know.
What's the
what is
standard
the
hand size?
optimal size?
Yeah.
What is the optimal size?
Well, I mean, it depends. It depends on the situation.
I feel like Neal hates the 10 inchers.
yeah.
So you got Tua. Tua's got a 10 incher, which
Yeah.
is good.
Oh,
but you
God.
also have Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert, Dak Prescott, and Matt Stafford
With 10 inchers?
with 10 inchers.
Rain Dakota.
Kirk Cousins right under it, 9 7/8.
Ooh, maybe that.
He has
Very
great size.
respectable, great
Shout
He
out
does.
Randy Dillinger.
Yeah. Let's see here.
So,
Tom Brady, 9 3/8. So respectable, Brazilian.
Like who's
Yeah.
got? So let's go. Who's got?
Little
tiny,
more girthy.
Who's got?
Yeah,
who's
yeah.
got the tiny hands?
tiny hands? Joe Burrow, Ryan Tannehill, and Jared Goff all have 9-inch hands.
And J.J. McCarthy.
And JJ Taysom Hill hands 8 3/4.
That's why he runs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, is there what's?
And
this-
that's why he's a $10 million cap hit
I
at
wonder
age
who has,
34.
like, is there somebody out there?
Patrick Mahomes, 9 1/4.
Oh, maybe that's what we needed.
The
Maybe
same
that's
as
the
Teddy
perfect-
Bridgewater. Maybe that's why the Lions signed him.
Yeah.
Okay. Mason Leach says R.I.P. to Ward Manuel when he gets fired for keeping Juwan Howard. Won't happen, Mason Leach.
What's Brady? What?
9
Brady,
3/8 is Brady. But
Baker
doesn't-
Mayfield?
It's all Brady is also 9 3/8 is also Sam Darnold. Baker Mayfield also has 9 1/4, which is the same as Teddy Bridgewater and Patrick Mahomes, but also Jimmy Garoppolo and Taylor Heineke.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts 9 3/4, same as Daniel Jones and Mac Jones.
What? I thought Daniel Jones had tiny hands.
Yeah,
Did he drop the ball all the time?
he does drop the ball.
But he's
all
got
the time.
bigger hands than Jared Goff.
He
and
does.
Yeah. He just sucks.
I don't
Kirk
know.
Cousins and Ben Roethlisberger both 9 7/8. Josh Allen and Aaron Rodgers 10 1/8, and Neal's boy, biggest hands in the league right now,
Tua?
Russell Wilson 10 1/4.
Yeah.
That's the
Lego
problem.
hands.
You know what? You know what else? Biggest dead cap hit in the history of the league, too.
That's
Yeah.
true.
It creams in your mouth a little bit.
Is there like anybody in the eights?
Yeah, Taysom Hill. He's
That's
the
the
only
only one?
He's the only one in
Yeah.
the 8s.
Wow.
8 3/4.
Spenny, how
Learn
how big
something new every day.
what's your size, Spenny?
I don't know. I have big hands though, but
Yeah.
I've never gotten an official measurement. And I
Big hands, big feet, big shoes, big mittens.
it's true.
All right.
I got big hands.
Well, you could use those big hands because Seafood Fest is back
Oh, yeah.
at Big Boy. Catch it while you can. Dive into the fish and chips. The new Parmesan crusted cod, perfectly fried clam shrimp platter, or a delicious fish sandwich as well. A Big Boy must try the new mango iced tea, the ultimate complement to their popcorn shrimp, shrimp Alfredo, or shrimp stir fry. Every day is fish fry at Big Boy. Don't forget, every night, the all-you-can-eat seafood buffet. Get your local Big Boy for Seafood Fest today. Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists and register for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win an all-expenses-paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament for you and 5 of your best buds. That's right, college basketball's most elite event. You and your 5 best friends just get to any Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically register to win the trip of your dreams. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports. Every year, here after a cold and dreary winter. Metro Detroiters come together for two things: Tigers baseball and the best damned party in the world. A new season of Tigers baseball is here, and we're bringing in the new season as only Woodward Sports knows how. Broadcasting live from the biggest party. It's the Grand Slam Festival at the Detroit Opera House. Come party with 4,000 Detroit sports fans, starting with Wake Up Woodward and rolling into Big D Energy. This is a party you don't want to miss, with Detroit's best DJs, food trucks, and of course, shots. Get your tickets now at GrandSlamFest.com. 21 plus. See you April 5th at the Grand Slam Fest.
Hey everybody, Woodward Sports has a brand new morning show. That's right, start your day with Wake Up Woodward on Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. live on Woodward Sports. Join Kool-Aid, Flannel Sam, Broder, JB Smooth, and of course our guy KG. Every morning as I cover all of Detroit sports. Sports talk, banter, and live fan interaction. All on Detroit's #1 sports network. It is Woodward Sports. Keeping it pushing here, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. My name is Neal Ruhl, Esquire, and we have Darren McCarty here in the house, also KG, Spencer Raxter, and all of you in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread. My glasses debut today. You guys were making me laugh earlier with all the glasses names, nerd, all that kind of stuff. It was pretty funny. So good laughs had by all. We may have a window into what the Lions are going to do with that draft pick if they don't trade it for L'Jarius Sneed. What's up?
Look at this. No, I was just saying, look how nice it is out there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just getting ready. I'm almost on the tee.
You're a psycho, dude.
I'm almost on the block. Anyways.
You're a golf psycho.
I know.
Anyway, though, I believe we have a window into what the Lions might do with that first-round draft pick if they don't trade it for Sneed. I don't know if you caught this, D-Mac. Johnny Newton, defensive tackle product, from Illinois, 6'2", 295. As we talk about the combine, the interview process, right? And sometimes people keep it in-house, what the interview process was like. Sometimes players will talk about it, sometimes they won't. Johnny Newton talked about it. His interview process with the Detroit Lions, quote, "They F with me and I F with them."
Hey, simple as that.
Has there ever been a more solid lock for a pick from the Detroit Lions than this? Right, that is Detroit Lions football right there. They F with me and I F with them.
That's Detroit, period.
D-Mac, bring them home.
Bring them home.
I'm calling Johnny Newton. Welcome. Your first stop's at Woodward Sports.
Yes.
Because we'll F with you and you can F with us.
It's true.
And that's it. That's your first stop, Johnny. Can't wait for you to get here. Welcome to Detroit. Let me be the first to welcome you.
Look into it just a little bit deeper, right? You know, doesn't that sound like who said that? Oh, the kid said that? Oh, I thought that was Dan Campbell. Or I thought, like, that came right out of, like, it would be Allen Park. You brought up something, Illinois kid, right?
Yep.
We fuck with Illinois?
We have in the past.
Hard, Kirby.
It's been
right?
pretty good.
Teammate from him, which
Devon Witherspoon.
Devon Witherspoon was there. Which leads
no,
my
but
question.
I'm saying in your locker room.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that because culture's a huge thing, and the interview's a huge thing, and we've seen that. Is he this type of guy? Absolutely. Here, I'll be completely honest with you guys. How did I know about this guy? Because I watch heavyweights 5 to 7 here on Woodward Sports, and Sleazy Easy was all over this dude. Like, literally, this guy's clock better be put away before he gets to town. But I mean, like, slathering as far as, and I mean that in a good way, right? As far as this is a guy that we want. Does he fit with what we're doing? And I also seen that Easy had done his draft list or whatever. I was perusing. I was like, well, where's the Lions? And I knew he'd moved it up without telling me how he did the trade and what the trade was. But that we'd moved up Spenny to get this guy, right? Which falls in line to what does Brad Holmes do when he wants somebody?
He goes and gets him.
I'm adjourned.
It's happening. It is happening. The people are speaking. Nick Hedigan, all caps. Bring him home.
Bring him home.
Bring him home.
Bring him home.
DNCENT, Johnny Newton was Pro Football Focus best defensive prospect pre-combine. Bring him home.
Bring him home.
In all caps. John effing Lord. Bring him home with the home emoji. next to it. People are serious out here in the streets.
Spenny, can I ask you, because this is right in your wheelhouse about deep dive and stuff like this, what is the attribute? How does he make an impact to where we need it to be right away?
He gets after the passer from the interior defensive line. He's aggressive, physical, and fast off of the line. He can't be blocked one-on-one. Like, if you put one guy on him, he's going to beat the one-on-one blocking, and he's going to get to the quarterback.
So what you're telling me, right, is because this is the conversation, Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell, how do we open up, unleash Aiden? Right? Who's going to help him unleash between, right, the big fellas in front? I know we've talked about the Chris Joneses because the impact he has, but we got Aleem McNeil. So this fits in line with unleashing and having somebody else there. Is this a James Houston type guy, or is this a guy that is and that's more of a specialist, or does this guy play all three down guy?
He's a 3-down guy.
Right, which makes it even better of how do you, so it fits in. You don't have a guy like this. This is a need, is it not? Mm-hmm. And this doesn't dictate. How does everybody feel? Because obviously A+ check marks attitude, the culture. Now the talent, does it help on the field too? Does it make Branch better? Does it make all this stuff better? And you can do that, and that's one of the conversations.
You only have 3 defensive tackles on your roster right now, and it's Aleem, Broderick, and Levi. So,
and is it not fair to say, right, there's still a question mark on Broderick?
Yeah.
Big question mark.
Big question mark.
There's no question on Aleem.
No.
Big question mark on Broderick. So which makes this, I know we've been talking about it, and we've talked about ends too, but the fact of position of absolute need. And you need a dog. And you need a guy coming out saying, I fuck with them, and they fuck with me.
And D-Mac, it's funny right now because our roles are reversed, as you and I would typically be. Mm-hmm. Like, look at you talking it through and breaking it down and stuff like that. He had me when he said, they fuck with me, and I fuck with them.
Yeah.
Like that, I'm in. And I never do this. I never do this. I'm in.
That's why that
and I would
peanut butter and jelly, baby.
Yeah, like, for real. I'm in. I'm all the way in.
Well, I gotta see. And maybe that's just like the maturation of like our friendship and just how, like, again, bouncing things off. So when I hear you like that,
I'm in.
I automatically go, okay, I've influenced you.
Yes.
Right? You're using the skills that I've given you to decompress this, and I'm using the skills also to tell the people, well, why it makes sense, because everything you've said.
The glasses.
Yeah.
We're both on each other's level now with the glasses.
Well, yours are a lot cleaner than mine, I guarantee.
Well, these are I did get the
auto clean.
I got the anti-glare, because being on camera a lot and stuff like that.
KG,
So.
you know what that means?
What?
He's got a person. He just hits a button and somebody comes in and cleans them for him. And,
makes sense.
Well, that makes them tax deductible now too, right? Because they're for work.
It's a write-off.
Spenny, I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get them. In your honor, I'm going to get them this year.
100 million.
I'm getting them for everything.
100 million%.
Yeah. Everything.
Got to stick.
Hey, aren't you
going to a bag war with the IRS this year?
Real quick, don't you have a new show that you're going to be on and stuff like this? So you might need new attire to write off for the show.
100%. 100%.
And all those charity golf outings we're doing this summer, we need to represent pretty well.
We absolutely do.
I mean, like my new tax deductible pants.
Let's go Red Wing Sparty. Brings up a good point. Are we comfortable with this? Trade up to 1 to make sure you bring Johnny home. I'm in.
Trade up to 1.
Bring him home.
Yeah, can't be too safe.
No. You got to eliminate all the variables.
Yeah.
I'm in, Spenny.
I'm down.
We know Brad Holmes' feelings on positional value. So.
Yep.
Is there a chance he could be there?
At 1?
No, no. No chance.
I don't think so, yeah.
No chance he could be where the Lions are picking?
Can we cut that, please? That's a drop. Is he going to be there at 1?
I think there's a chance he's going to be a mid-20s pick. So
so you got to see who falls.
Yeah, and Brad Holmes, I've gotten from good sources that if Brad Holmes' guy is there 20 and under, he'll move up to get him.
We've got a lot of tape.
Yeah,
Spenny, I just want to know, did he say that or on his Twitter about any other team?
No.
Is he going around saying I fuck with them and they fuck with me?
I love that.
Yeah.
That should be a shirt. If they draft him, that's got to be a shirt
for sure.
at woodwardsports.com/shop. It's got to be. That quote. It's just got to be that quote.
Hell yeah.
On a Honolulu blue
like
shirt.
The silhouette of his face or something. Yeah.
Oh my God, I'll buy that shirt now.
Yeah.
Right now. Patrick, thank you,
I'm
Neal.
texting
Yes.
questions right now, getting it made.
Hell yeah.
I'm working this. I'm going to make this happen. I'm going full DeBrincat mode.
Let's do it.
I'm going to make this happen,
I would
everybody.
love for it to happen. I mean, he is a guy that if you put him in there, he's not the best fit next to Aleem, but like, it's a guy that you can't block one-on-one, so that's what you need.
But adds different flavor, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Before we cut to the break, I need Lorena Rio says KG equals KG. You're a KG. KG.
I'm KG?
Yeah, you are.
You think so?
No, I don't. I need this confirmed, KG. Maybe you can help me.
All right.
Dan Wood says the final word have people that come in and clean their glasses during breaks.
I have
True.
seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they get lemon water delivered to them.
They do. And here I am mixing my own electrolytes in like a sucker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Like a fucking pilgrim.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Come on, bro. Tell them about Lady Jane's, D-Mac. I do get my haircut at Lady Jane's, though.
You and I both. Come to Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for award-winning haircut experience. Register to win a trip of your dreams. All expenses paid. Suite to the 2024 NCAA basketball tourney. That's right. No expense spared. You, 5-year best buds. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. Walking anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
You smell that? That's Brad Holmes cooking. And the off-season smells good. Woodward Sports. Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
What happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? You expand and offer more products to more people. This is exactly what Les Stanford did by adding Les Stanford Buick GMC, the same great service that customers have come to know and trust. On Woodward Ave, just south of 9 Mile, check out Les Stanford in Dearborn today at lesstanford.com. Les Stanford Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Keeping it pushing, Big D Energy on a Thursday. Neal, Ruhl, D-Mac, KG, Spencer, Racks on Racks here with you, all of you in the woodwardsports.com chat thread. Jump in there, get your thoughts out there. We're chopping it up. A little more football to do. I got Pat McAfee show up here on the screen, and they were talking about the Buffalo Bills. I didn't realize the Buffalo Bills have 11 draft picks in the draft.
That's a lot.
11 draft picks, which is obviously a lot. They have 3 5th-rounders and 3 6th-rounders, which tells me, because they're in their restructure season, they pulled the ripcord on the Josh Allen deal. That was their one that they get to use, their one restructure. They're still $7 million under the cap. They're cutting 4-time All-Pro guys.
Yep.
Cap's not real, though, I was told. They are all in now. You want like a bold draft thing that I think they're going to move up,
For
high. I don't know what for. I don't know what their philosophy is, what they feel they need.
It's got to be defense.
Probably, yeah, or a wide receiver.
I can see that too.
Maybe
They're
move
gonna
up for
That's a great.
get aggressive.
That's a great. I never really thought about it before. Is that's also too a deterrent, or something that lingers. To me, it's almost like an alternator on a car or something that you don't really recognize. But wow, you'd think because you have 11 picks, but then you look at your cap and you go, I can't afford these. I'm gonna have to give some away.
Right.
Right. That's reality. Does it happen more that I just wasn't aware of it than not? Where teams will overvalue pay.
Yeah,
See, you can do that, right? So it makes so much sense is that they'll be able to outbid somebody by giving them 6 draft picks if they wanted to move up to a certain spot, correct?
Correct. Art Vanderlei, Keon Coleman to the Bills. I also said Diggs needs to go.
They wouldn't have to move up to get
I think that, I know it's a different conversation, but yeah, that the Diggs experiment that as your number one, just there at least. I think he's a great 2, but I just don't think when push comes to shove that he's that guy. Do you?
Their offensive coordinator kind of screwed him over, though. I still think he's a 1, but he hasn't had good coordinators.
Yeah. I think he'd be better.
They're a lot better with Dable. I will say that.
Yeah.
I did come across this, by the way, where I saw this on social media. I don't know. A lot of people might not remember Carl Mecklenburg from the Denver Broncos back with the old logo.
Yeah,
great Tecmo Bowl linebacker.
He's got rings.
Great linebacker in the original Tecmo Bowl on Nintendo. He was right there in his prime during that time. But he chimed in about my favorite guy, Russell Wilson, by the way.
Our favorite guy.
Yep. And you remember, too, Carl Mecklenburg was a baller. Like, he could play. He won games. Like, he's one of those dudes. He's cut like that. He chimed in on Russell Wilson. Said, quote, Russell Wilson isn't a leader. The foolishness that went on in his first year at Denver with a private coach, his own office at the facility, his family at training camp when other players didn't have family at training camp privileges, proved his self-centeredness.
I agree.
And guys, I wanted to bring that to everybody's attention because that is just another example of what my esteemed colleague Darren McCarty has talked about with the Jared Goff thing. Now think when Goff came here, right? If you put it to a poll and put it to Lions fans, we can get Russell Wilson or we can get Jared Goff. Who would have won that poll 95-5?
Jared Goff in a heartbeat.
Russell Wilson in a heartbeat.
When he first got here, yeah.
No doubt about it.
Not even.
But D-Mac, this is one of those examples of exactly what you say. We talked about Johnny Newton, right? They F with me and I F with them. That locker room, D-Mac. That locker room. That guy is a leader. And that was something, look, I never brought it to I never talked about that when we were doing those shows. Because I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know.
That's.
But now I know. And Jared Goff is that guy, and he's that guy in the locker room. You might not like that, everybody, but that goes into it. So when he signs that contract, and you're like, what the fuck? Like that, you'll know. It's the locker room too, D-Mac. That's why. So just appreciate the guy that you have in your locker room for the team you root for, because it's not that ass clown, Russell Wilson.
And it's deeper than that. Because there's one thing to have the locker room and the guys and stuff like that, but when you got the whole organization from the top, that this is the culture and this is where you go. That's the difference between nowadays, right? And when I, like 30 years ago or whatever, and in wrestling they call it kayfabe, and seeing behind the curtain. Well, we learn more about the culture, and because the interviews and guys talk and they put stuff on the media and stuff, and things come out and there's more of an opinion. But the culture is a huge thing. It was sort of the invisible wall that you didn't understand all the things that went on behind closed doors. Now we understand how imperative it is. And like I always say, like to everybody, we experienced it. We lived it and experienced the breathing and the development of this over the past 3 years of why it is, right? But it's all throughout 100%. 100% from the lunch lady to Sheila. That's their guy and how important it is. And there's no amount of money, right? It has to be the individual. So, like, that's where Jared Goff hats off. Whereas we talk about Steve Yzerman and Isaiah Thomas as fierce competitors and stuff like this. I'm just saying that built along the same lines is that they have that. Jared Goff has that silence leadership that had people fall behind, right? Dan Campbell leads in a way that I understand, right? It's boisterous, it's loud, I'm in your face, and that's sort of that where I respond to. But the Jared Goffs, the Steve Yzerman, I use the E.F. Hutton example. For anybody that doesn't know, there used to be a commercial. If E.F. Hutton talks, people listen. Right, so that means when Steve Yzerman talked, people listen because he didn't talk that much. I think Jared Goff's somewhat of the same way. So just be grateful of what you have.
GW the Kid, I just ask, who allowed it? How does a man get an office at the facility that he was never at?
It was crazy.
You know what it is?
He was never there.
But you know what it is? That's Nathaniel Hackett. That's rookie coach. That's just over abusing like power or having something, and that trickles in more to the dysfunction of the culture in their whole organization.
Right.
Here on Mark M, could Mecklenburg block extra points in Tecmo Bowl? That's how you know they're good. Yes, you have to run the straight line and up through the nose tackle, but yes, absolutely he could. I was a big Carl Mecklenburg guy because Elway had the gun in the game. Remember how like when you play with a crappy team with like the Colts with Jack Trudeau and you go to throw a deep ball and the ball would like loft off the screen then fall back in?
It looked like that block. The wing got it.
Yeah. And by then, you couldn't throw passes that were deeper than 15 yards because by the time it came down, the DB recovered and got intercepted. Elway had that zing, like you could just zing that thing right there as soon as the guy was open. And if you timed the cut right, you couldn't stop him. It was like Joe Montana in the game. But, that's just another example, though. Another example of why that was never going to work. Mm-hmm. And guess what? He's in talking to Pittsburgh right now. Good luck.
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin. Hey, Mike Tomlin, you're the Johnny Newton of this show. We F with you, Mike Tomlin. We do. Ton of respect on this show for you and what you've done. Because you're a great coach. Not a good coach, a great coach. Mike Tomlin, don't do this to yourself. Right. Don't do this to your legacy, and don't do this to this organization. The Pittsburgh Steelers is a proud organization, one that is held in high regard in NFL circles, one that other organizations try to emulate. Don't do this.
So was the Broncos.
Don't do this, Mike Tomlin. Don't do it.
If he had a tough time with Sean Payton, then Mike Tomlin,
don't do this to yourself. Bro, come on.
Man.
You got the best beard in the beard game.
If I was a Russell Wilson slappy or fan, that's the only place that I think he could land that. If there's anything that I believe that was left in the man, Mike Tomlin would be able to
I think it's too far gone.
No. You and I believe.
Yeah.
Dude, there's flowers. You look at that. Didn't you walk by before we did Rest in Peace? Didn't you walk by the former grave sites and see all the flowers? How big the flowers are growing in Russell Wilson's grave? I buried him in like freaking 4 months ago. Right? Those flowers are growing. We agree, Neal. I'm just saying that if there is a Russell Wilson fan out there, the only saving grace, save me, Mike Tomlin. Help. Right. You're my only hope, like Princess Leia.
Maybe he got humbled a little bit.
You're right.
Maybe Sean Payton humbled him a little bit.
Help me, Mike Tomlin. You're
my only hope.
Chris, the only man that could end Mike Tomlin's run of no losing season is Russell Frederick Wilson.
His middle name's Frederick?
I have a new intro for him when I talk about him.
Russell
Frederick Wilson.
Oh,
Jesus.
Tell him about Dispo,
Freddie
D-Man.
Wills. Yeah, you know
Freddie
what?
Freddie Dubs.
Save me, Mike Tomlin, or maybe Dispo Dispensary. Visit Dispo Dispensary today because March Madness is officially here. Dispo is giving away $1,000 to the best bracket at each location. Battle Creek, Romeo, Whitmore Lake, Hazel Park, Bay City, North and South, and Ann Arbor. Go get your blank brackets now, fill them out, and return them by St. Patty's Day on March 17th to secure your entry for a chance at that $1,000. Dispo Dispensary, DispoShops.com, your local cannabis plug.
Buying your first Feldman Chevrolet is much more than buying the car that will get you from point A to point B. It's a place for first memories, some big, some small. As she grows, you're not just buying her a Chevy, you're buying into a Feldman family. With more than 700,000 vehicles sold, from generation to generation, Feldman just keeps rolling.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports. Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
What's up, everybody? How would you like to win $50,000? $50K, as it were. It's the Woodward Sports $50K Bracket Buster Challenge, brought to you by Glorious Cannabis, Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, and Soroki's Crispy Chicken and Za. That's right. Register for your chance to win at any Lady Jane's or Soroki's location, or we can make it easy for you. Scan the QR code that's on your screen right there. The shot clock is ticking. Register today, WoodwardSportsBracket.com. That's WoodwardSportsBracket.com. And you could be $50K richer. It's that time, everybody.
Glorious.
Getting down to it here. Last segment of the show. The great Gambino, Tomlin. 24 touchdowns the last 2 years. They need a QB, and Wilson is an upgrade. Tomlin lets the team run the roost. No, the great Bambino. That is absolutely not the case. Do they need a quarterback? Yes, they do. They don't need that bum.
Right.
They don't need that franchise killer. And if you don't think he's a franchise killer, look at the Denver Broncos. Dead. Cutting 4-time All-Pro guys because they got a deal. Basically, this year for the Broncos, they're punting.
It's a wash.
It's a what? And you're losing a rookie year, a rookie contract year, Patrick Surtain.
Mm-hmm. Just cut Justin Simmons. Ugh.
And I disagree too that Mike Tomlin is the culture over there. You do not have the playoff record that he does, and the winning record that he does without it. And Pittsburgh is the culture.
He wins
3 coaches in their history.
He wins despite the quarterback in the NFL.
Dude,
think about that.
He didn't get any props, but what he did last year was
witchcraft.
It was.
Yeah. It was witchcraft.
It was really what we did was building, and Stefanski with all the quarterbacks, but what Mike Tomlin did,
right? Fired a coordinator mid-season.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All right. BD3 says Russell Wilson is the Wisconsin version of Sam Flannel.
Nobody arguing.
Oh, by the way, real quick, DNCENT brought this to my attention, and I like it. And again, I don't choose it. It chooses me.
Oh, it's a bet.
Jalen Darren double-double tonight, -130. Darren's got a double-double in 27 of 31 games he's played 30 minutes in. Should be a 4-round fight tonight. Pretty much a pick-em game against the Nets. Had 12 points, 15 rebounds, his only matchup against Brooklyn. This is value. -130, we're in.
Take it.
I will endorse this. I will endorse this.
The first get right glasses. Let's hope it's better than the garbage pails hanging on the wings. Let's
Come
go.
here.
Uh-oh.
We will assign the get right to this pick. We endorse it, and that is my word, and it is stronger than oak. Jalen Darren tonight, double-double, -130. Book it. Get right approved.
I'll tell you what, I hit a couple get rights on the wings last night. I had Perron +420, anytime goal scorer, and Fabry +290, 3+ shots on net.
You parlay?
No, I've done both separate, but they both hit.
All right. Let me put this one in the book here, so just hold on 1 second. The get right is now 54-22. Last time out was Arcade Cunningham over 22.5 against Chicago. That one hit. So here we are, everybody. 54-22 tonight. Jalen Darren, double-double, -130.
Ranked match.
Bring them home.
Rock and rolling.
That's it, man. Against the Brooklyn Nets.
Bring them home.
Edmondson.
Bring the kid
The signal's
home.
out. Spenny's putting the bat signal out for his boy Edmondson. Big Ed.
Big Ed. He's ready.
Can we make one of those for Johnny Newton?
I can do that, yeah.
That's a good one. I'd rather, yeah. We got time with the wings. Bring Newton home.
Bring him home.
That's right. We're in a little more compressed clock, I think, with Johnny Newton. You know.
All right, I gotta drive.
There you go.
I'm on the tee at 2.
All right, that is it. For D-Mac, for KG, Spencer Rexler, thanks for tapping in. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Well, see you later.